Hello, everyone. I'm Raven from Raven Comics, and today we'll see what happened to Batman and the Joker after decades of battling each other. We start in decades from now. The world believes the Joker is dead, but you think you know the story. What really happened? Well, today, I'll tell you what actually happened. It all starts in Gotham City. Once again, the Joker and Batman are fighting. The city is covered in snow, and the Joker has tied Batman to a snowplow. You know, the Joker hates peace and quiet, so he's going to change that. How? By placing bombs around the city. In a desperate attempt to escape, Batman intentionally breaks his arm to try to free himself. But for now, he hasn't succeeded. Barbara arrives and stands in front of the snowplow, threatening to shoot the Joker. Obviously, he doesn't care and steps harder on the accelerator, crashing into Barbara's patrol car. After that crash, Batman manages to escape and goes after Barbara, but he's not in good shape. Even so, he sets out to chase the Joker again, who is speeding away. Seeing him in the mirror, the Joker starts shooting at him. Batman manages to reach the cabin and with great effort frees a prisoner that the Joker had taken. Then, Batman catches up to him and delivers a powerful kick, causing significant damage. Batman then changes the snowplow's course and sets it on the train tracks. Batman takes the bomb detonator. This Joker's prank could have ended like all the others. You know, Batman beats him, sends him to the asylum, he escapes, and it all happens again. But this time, that won't happen. The train is approaching, and Batman leaves the Joker inside the snowplow. It seems that this time the clown will meet a certain death. We even see him have his last laugh. The oncoming train had a snow blower on the front, and when it reaches the snowplow, it causes a huge explosion. Moreover, the snow blower devours a large part of the snowplow. Batman returns to the scene and finds no trace of the Joker. So it was easy for Batman to think he had died. But what Batman never knew was that the Joker had henchmen following the truck who arrived and took him to a cryogenic chamber. This was to keep him stable before he could die. The Joker remained in that place for years until he was found by this person. The story we just heard was being told by a man named Terminal to Terry's ex-girlfriend, whose name is Dana. Previously, Dana was captured by Terminal, who is holding her hostage. Terminal is the leader of the Jokerz, a group of followers who are deeply loyal to the Clown Prince of Crime. He manipulates them into doing his bidding with the promise that he will one day bring the Joker back to life. The Jokerz are devoted to the Joker, so they will do anything Terminal asks of them. And finally, he says who better than the Joker to be the first to live twice. Suddenly, Terminal receives a message. The Bat is on its way. The Batwing is already outside the location, shooting at all the clown-dressed guys. They, having no chance, retreat. At that moment, Monster Man climbs to the roof and grabs an air conditioning box to throw himself at the Batwing, which he manages to hit, causing some minor damage. But while Monster Man is distracted, Max takes advantage of the moment to shoot at the building and make it collapse. Terminal takes advantage of this and takes Dana hostage, telling them they have 5 seconds to retreat. Otherwise, he will kill her. Matt decides to implement the second plan. Terry, the Batman of the future, appears, but this time he's disguised as a clown to infiltrate the society. His plan is to shoot his own plane. This is so that Matt and Max can escape and make it look like they've been killed. Terry shoots, and there's a big explosion, which was also part of the plan. Max launched some fireworks, causing this effect. Terry arrives and introduces himself to the boss, but the boss says it can't be so easy to defeat Batman. Besides, he finds it strange that Terry arrived out of nowhere and says he's part of the club. Terry shows him a fake ID. This is to make Terminal trust him. The boss believes what he says and accepts him into the Joker's club. Dana is still with him and recognizes that voice. She can't believe Terry is alive and standing in front of her. We go to the Joker's club. Dana is still wondering how this could have happened with Terry, even though they drifted apart because he was busy with other matters. She never stopped worrying about him. She also wonders if he's there to help her or to join the Joker's club. Soon after, Dana takes advantage of a distraction and escapes. Monster Man notices and wants to go after her. Terry tries to stop him. He asks the boss to let him go after her. Terminal agrees, but he tells him he won't go alone and sends all his men to the streets to search for her. After some walking, Terry finds Dana. He tells her he's there to help her. He also asks her to do everything he says so they can get out of there alive. Then they're surprised by other members of the club who want to kill Dana. Terry suggests they discuss it with the boss first. Otherwise, he might get upset. Later, we see everyone with the boss, and he feels blessed to have someone talented on his team. Then he orders Terry to take Dana to the second floor. Terry whispers something in Dana's ear, and Terminal seems to suspect something. Later, Matt and Max arrive at Joker Town, where Max distracts the guards at the entrance so that Matt can enter the place. In the club, Terry and Dana are talking. She tells him that Terminal's plan is to bring a man back to life. Then they enter a room, and Terry is shocked to see the Joker in front of him. He's still preserved, as they have him frozen. Suddenly, Terminal arrives from behind and tells Terry that his plan is to prove that he can bring a man back to life. Moreover, we learn that the boss already knew Terry was an imposter. The boss asks him who he is and what he's doing there. Is he a cop or something more than a threat? Terry responds that he'll be the one to stop him. The boss realizes he's not a cop. He's working with someone dangerous. He's working with Batman, which is why he suddenly appeared to help and pretended to have taken down the Batwing. To Terminal, that was a ridiculous trick. Terry tells him that thanks to that trick, he's standing right in front of him. Then he lands a strong punch on Monster Man. After knocking him down, he goes after the boss, wanting to stop him before he brings the Joker back to life. But Terminal is willing to do whatever it takes to revive the Joker. That's what the people want, and he'll do what they ask. Before Terry can reach the boss, Monster Man gets up and grabs him from behind. Terminal orders him to hang them with ropes outside. Meanwhile, Matt, who has made some progress, finds Dana and Terry. They're hanging outside the bar and being tortured at the same time, receiving small explosive attacks. Inside the bar, the boss has just entered the room where he has the Joker frozen, to whom he attaches a fingerprint scanner to activate some commands and transfer a large amount of money to his account. Terminal mentions that the people praise him because they believe he's trying to bring back their greatest hero. But what they don't know is that the Joker is actually dead, and the one in front of him is a made-up substitute who's been in an induced coma. The computer has finished making all the transfers, and Terminal reveals the truth about this Joker, who is actually Bruce Wayne. He'll never know what he's done for Terminal. Thanks to Bruce, the world will soon belong to Terminal. Meanwhile, outside the bar, Dana and Terry are still being tortured. Terry takes out one of his knives to cut the ropes and free himself. They're about to climb to the roof, but there are already two city clowns waiting for them, one of whom threatens to shoot them. Matt manages to come from behind and distracts them. Terry takes advantage of this and throws one of his knives at the one threatening him with the gun. Another clown tries to take Matt's backpack, but Terry arrives from behind and delivers a strong punch to the clown. Terry asks him what he's doing there, and Matt replies that he brought him a new suit he found in the Batcave. Dana can't believe this. All this time, Terry had been hiding that he was Batman, and she's upset about it. But it's not the time to argue. So, Terry puts on the suit. It's time to face the rest of the clowns. A fleet led by Monster Man arrives behind them and starts shooting at them. Terry can't let his friends get hurt, so he defends them by using his cape to take the bullets. After ensuring his friends are safe, he goes after the clowns. He reaches the first one and cuts off his hand. The others don't know what to do. Their weapons are useless against him. Before they can decide what to do, Terry reaches the rest and takes them out without any trouble. Terry keeps fighting, and Monster Man grabs Dana. If Batman gets close, she'll die. Terry isn't willing to let him hurt her, so he throws a couple of blades, hitting one of his arms. Then he goes after him and delivers a powerful punch to the abdomen, followed by several punches to the face, and so on until he delivers the final blow. In the bar, the boss is with Bruce Wayne when one of his henchmen arrives and tells him that Batman is there. Meanwhile, on the roof, Dana and Terry argue. She accuses him of leaving her without any explanation, but he tells her he did it to protect her. Somewhere else, we see Terminal, who has taken Bruce Wayne's body. Later, Terry and the others enter the room where they had the Joker, only to find that he's gone. The surprise is greater when Terry discovers that the one dressed as the Joker is Bruce Wayne. Terry can't believe he's still alive, as he thought he had died long ago. Well, that's what he believed. So, what really happened? It was during a war. Some criminals cornered Bruce Wayne inside a building. A plane arrived and started shooting at the building where Bruce Wayne was until they brought it down. When Terry arrived, he found no trace of him. So he assumed Bruce was dead. But for some reason, Terminal discovered Bruce Wayne's existence, who is now dressed as the Joker. This is to make people believe that he still exists and gain followers. Although Terminal's true intentions are not to bring the Joker back to life. Somewhere else, Terminal tells his henchmen how he found Bruce Wayne. It was during the war when they attacked Gotham City. He was injured and went to a healing camp. While he was being helped, he realized that Bruce Wayne was behind him. Terminal's motive for keeping him alive was to steal all his fortune and resources. In fact, right now, he's in one of his buildings, about to open a door to access another resource he's been searching for. But when he opens the door, he finds Terry, who was already waiting for them. Batman immediately attacks, and after a tough struggle, he crashes him into some containers nearby. The boss gets up and says they won't be able to stop him. Terminal puts some belts around Batman's neck and electrocutes him with them. Terminal doesn't plan to give up. Meanwhile, a mysterious henchman of Terminal takes advantage of the distraction and wakes up Bruce Wayne. He then tells him that he wants him to see what's happening, although for some strange reason, the henchman calls him an old friend. Terminal is about to take the resource he so desires. But before he can, Terry stops him and tells him that keeping Bruce Wayne drugged and alive like this is inhumane. At the same time, he delivers some powerful punches. Meanwhile, Terminal's henchman is taking Bruce away and saying something to him. Bruce is just starting to regain consciousness, but manages to recognize that voice. Upon reaching the edge of the building, the henchman lets him fall. Terry screams desperately and runs to save Bruce. The henchman tells his boss that it's time to leave. Terminal agrees and asks him to take him far away from this city. Nearby, Max and Matt are present. The latter fires a missile at Terminal's plane, causing significant damage. In the building, Terry has already saved Bruce Wayne, but Bruce asks him to go after Terminal. Terry tells him not to worry. It's a great day. He's back, and the best part is that the Joker was really dead. But Bruce knows the truth about everything. Somewhere else, Terminal and his henchmen are trying to repair the ship. The henchman tells him he was a fool to think he could defeat Bruce Wayne. Terminal gets angry when he hears the way his henchman speaks to him without any respect. If he speaks like that again, he'll be a dead man. Then he asks him to grab that lever to help him. The henchman tells him that without a doubt, using the Joker's name was crazy. Terminal says it doesn't matter. The Joker is dead and can't hurt him. He can use his name as much as he wants. Suddenly, the henchman strikes him hard with the lever and says that no one uses the Joker's name. The mysterious person gives him a series of blows with the lever. Finally, he reveals his face and says that no one uses his name. The Joker is alive, and Batman never could and never will be able to kill him. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.